Hey, hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to let you know that I have tried Claude AI and Claude Cowork to be precise, and really it's really amazing. I wanted to share few of my thoughts and three of my use cases what I've tried, and I know most of the organizations are not allowing now, even my organization won't allow now, but I've tried in my local mission, my personal mission, and it's amazing. I wanted to share three things what I have tried and then how it's really takes so much less time than what we used to do or what we currently doing. Okay, let's dive deep into it.
Okay, so this is what I was referring to, Claude Cowork. So I'm not going to go into the details of what is Claude Cowork, how to subscribe, how to install, that kind of things, because so many other YouTubers have already done that. This video is mainly for my regular work or our kind of workday integration experts, what kind of work we do, how we can leverage this, right? And some related things as well, but not into the installation and everything. Okay. Uh, but just I'll take 10-15 seconds to get familiarized. Chart is regular chart, and Cowork is the one which takes the things to the next level because it can access files in your machine and that kind of things. And I have not tried code because I've never been a full stack developer. I'm not so familiar. So I had to take a $20 subscription per month. I've just taken yesterday and I've tried few use cases I wanted to share with you. So what I'm going to show you this in this video is these are the three use cases I'm going to share with you. First use case is more of a studio related. Like, can this Cloud Cowork access the studio code which is sitting in the laptop and answer some questions and fix some issues and prepare documentation on top of that, using that as reference, right? Second use case is I wanted to create some desktop application. I was never been a full stack developer and I don't know how to create desktop developers, right? I'm not so familiar. So now that I have a powerful tool, why don't I make use of it? And some tools either I can use on my own or maybe like if my organization permits, I want to share that kind of desktop application to my business users. That way they don't have to uh, solely dependent on Workday system or that kind of things, or they don't need to do on a manual basis on a day-to-day basis. Okay, that's the thing about second use case. Third use case is can this browse websites? Like I'll give a specific website which is publicly available, Workday web services, and I'll instruct one or two, and then I won't concentrate too much on the third use case. This is not Workday tenant. This is more of publicly available system. So that's why I'm not going to concentrate too much on that. Okay. So let's start with the first use case, read studio and explain what is this studio. So what is that I have created like maybe 5-6 years back I have created a set of studio 7 studio integrations increasing in complexity one after other, 1 2 3 4 like that up to 4 A, B, C, and then 5. 5 is a very complex. It uses import payroll and it has all the exception handling and all these things. I am going to ask Claude to read this and give me what is this studio doing? Explain me in the general terms, right? Before I ask, I want to show you what is this doing on on the studio level, right? This is the high level. I'm just scrolling. I'm not going to the details of it. Just starts here and initializes means like it reads launch parameters, attributes, that kind of things, and read input file. That is whatever the input CSV file we are getting. It is going to convert into XML and that kind of things, and trigger a workday report, combine these things and process each row. So that is a that's what. the studio is doing. Let's see if Claude can give us similar information. Okay, so to save some time, I have copied the instructions here, what I have given last time. I am asking, can you help to explain what is this project all about? In the folder with name, this, in path, this name, right? And if you can observe, I have there is a typo, and I want this cowork to overlook this and then still give me the intended information. So let's click it. It may take few seconds, right? Few seconds means like 10 to 15 seconds or so. If so, I'll skip that part of the video. That way it is, I'm not taking too much time. So it took around 10 seconds and identify that I have to give access to that specific folder. I can choose the folder. Okay. Okay, select the folder. Now it has access to the folder and subfolders. Got it. Let me explore more. That's what it is saying. So it is going through step by step what it is doing, initializing, read input file, convert to CSV to XML, transformation, that kind of things. Okay. So I'm, I'm not going into the details of it there because the intention is not to go into the studio itself. It's more of how to use the Cowork, right? So I want to ask it, can you compare with pass 4C and 5? Pass 5. Let's see how it responds. I hope it takes like maybe 20 to 30 seconds based on my experience from one day. Let's see how it responds. So it took around 35 seconds so far. Now it is giving me some results. Yeah. Again, it took around 35 seconds. Now it is giving differences, right? Pass 4C uses row by row submission, whereas 5C uses bulk submission, that is import payroll, whereas this is submit payroll, right? So that's what it is, right? So yeah, I'm not going to go into details of each and everything, and it has given nice um, tabular format. I'm going to skip into the details, right? So as I was saying, let's introduce a issue and then let's ask it to fix it. So what do I mean by that is I'll go to the file, then I'll open the um, assembly, and then at some point, at some place in the code, I'm going to remove some things, and it's like, let's just say I'm going to remove part of this code. Okay, let's just save it, and then let's ask Claude. I think there is some issue with pass5. Um, in syntax, can you identify? Okay, let's see if it identifies. So from my previous experience within last one day, it was identifying. It not only identified but also based on 4 other previous passes or previous versions, it was able to fix the code as well. That was really impressive. I was like, oh, that's needed. It will help us a lot. So it is taking some time. Yeah, so it took less than around 10 seconds or so, but it has given exact results. So see here, this is missing, and see here it has added this. Okay, but I don't think it has fixed it yet. So if we go here, it is this timestamp is what I have updated. So would you like me to fix that line? Yes. Yeah, it took around 35 seconds. Now it is saying editing. Let's see. Yeah, timestamp is 427, right? So it has edited. Let's just go there and see. Yes, it has added this part. That is really, really impressive. Like that is next level. right? And then I'm not going to do this step now itself because this took more than 2 to 3 minutes. I am going to show you the Word document it has created. So I've asked the Claude Cowork, based on this project, can you prepare a Word document so that I can share it with the business analysts, right? This is the only first attempt itself. It has given me this. I have not asked it to create some more versions, refined it, all these things. This is the very first thing itself. But I have asked it to clearly create this for business analysts, not for technical developers, right? So this is what it has given on the very high level: purpose and overview. It has given input, so we are using this. That's what it has given. It is CSV is the input file, and I mean, the intention is not to go into the details. That's why I'm skipping all these things. So I'm really impressed that I don't think there is a sample input in the code anywhere, but it was able to. So, right, it was able to do some kind of spin up some kind of data, sample data as well. That is really impressive, right? And yeah, it has done so many things. It has added so many. Business analyst can understand this document to 80% or so, right? We can just use as it is, we can share it with them. So that is about the first use case. So what did we do? We have given Claude Cowork access to a folder and asked it to read it and explain me. And then we've asked it to identify some issues and fix it on the fly itself. And then we've asked it to prepare Word document for business analysts, right? And use case two, create a desktop application. So this is really, really impressive part. The reason why, because the first step I'm already expert, but the second step, few of the things I'm not expert. What do I mean by that is I was never a full stack developer, right? So I don't know how to create desktop applications. So I thought, why don't I give it a try? Can I ask, Claude to create a, desktop application, right? It has. I'll go into the background. What is the purpose of first, desktop application? This is the first desktop application. This is a very simple desktop application I have requested. It should read the input file and then it will pivot and it should show me in a specific format. So only for this, I want to take some time and then I want to explain, not too much, but let's just, just show you. Yeah, this is the data I have given. I have asked it to, this is the input data, right? This is the employee ID, 401 deduction, 401k deduction, employee, employer, Roth employer. I want the tool what Claude has spun up. Actually, this work is not done by the Claude itself, right? Claude has created a desktop application which does these tasks of converting this into different tabular format. The expected output is something like this. Okay, so the columns have become rows. So that's what it is. So this is also given by Claude itself. I mean, not the Claude, sorry, the tool created by a desktop application created by Claude, right? The intention of this is, if we have this kind of use cases, we can create simple, desktop application and share it with our business users so that they don't have to do manually, or at the same time they don't disturb us. Okay, can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, we have so much volume of 10,000 rows. Can you please help with this? I know it takes a lot of time for them, but at the same time they are not supposed to disturb us also, right? Developers, because we have our own thing. So we'll create this kind of simple tools and give it to them, and then they can be, if they're using on a weekly basis or a daily basis or a monthly basis, they can just on their own they can keep doing it. So let me tell you, I have created this kind of tools using Studio currently in our environment. Maybe I can share this kind of simple applications with them. Okay, so let's try to run this, right? Not with this. file itself, but let's just say little bigger file. Okay, and this is the output already created, so I want to delete it. And then, so when I open this desktop application, it is asking me to browse the file. Which file? New Microsoft Excel worksheet. If I open and click Run Pivot, it has created this 4:33 p.m. Let's open and see. This is the data what we wanted. Yes. So I'm really impressed. And then this is the first application I've asked it, and then immediately I've asked one more application. Um, so this is few years back I have created an Excel-based tool to compare two sets of data. So it was for me it took at least few hours, like let's just say 20-25 hours to create baseline and then iterations and all these things. But whereas this Claude, to create this kind of tool, it was really fast. Within 2 minutes or 3 minutes it has created. I will show you the output, how impressive it is. So all this data is this data, whatever you see, is not real data. It's hypothetical data. Let's just say here, name I have given A, B, B, something like that, and address is just names. I mean, city names, some random city names, right? And if you see here, the main advantage of this kind of tool, what I've created, I have already, a YouTube video on this dedicatedly for this, but Cloud has created within minutes. The advantage with this output is within the same cell, it shows previous value and new value along with all the other cells, other row. That way I have a perspective. At the same time, I have the difference. So that kind of identification, ease of identification, all these things there. So really impressed with this. Then I have the next application. What I asked it is really next level. I have asked it to spin up a tool. This is what you see. Spin up a desktop application where I can run. I can create XSLTs. Right. So see here. Oxygen, right? Most of you should be using Oxygen, and then I use Workday Studio to develop my XSLTs. But I've asked it to create a lightweight desktop application so that I don't need to depend on any of these things. I can be on my own. It has created it. See here, this is the input XML, this is the XSLT, and this is the output. Just to show you it's running, let's just change this amount to 95,000, right? So this is not real data again, okay? And something, right? And click run transformation. Now it is 95,000. So this is real working template. And then let me show you, it has so many other features, like it has line numbers, it has color coding, and it has auto completion as well. Let's just say if I give if and then close it, immediately the closing end tag is automatically spun up, right? That kind of features is already also added, and it is for XSLT 2.0, 3.0, and all these things, right? So this is insane. I'm really really impressed. So then I thought, why don't I ask the tool to create me one more application? Which, let's just say we have a vendor who is sending up, employee information, deduction code, and amount. That these are the recurring amounts we have to add into our system, right? Generally, what we do, we stand up a studio, and then we the stand creating a studio will take maybe a month or 2 months, and there is a testing and all these things. It takes 2 to 3 months to go into live generally, right? This kind of complex integration. So meanwhile, if I create this kind of simple tool for 2 to 3 months for business users to use, they can get this input file. They can run two reports from Workday and then place in their local machine and run this tool, whatever we are going to spin up with using a Claude Cowork, and it will create a payroll input. like this. Payroll input, uh, right? Submit payroll input request. All the formats and everything is nicely prepared and all these things, right? And let me tell you, there are some clear instructions. I'm not giving very clear instructions to the Cloud Cowork. There are two employees who are terminated. Though this employee information is there in the input file, I want the tool automatically recognize that they should not be processed based on the sample data I'm giving. So I'm going to give the sample data of these three input files, and this is the output file, and I want it to automatically recognize that the terminated employee should not be in the output file, right? Let's see um, how it does. So I have I'm copying the prompt what I have used a few minutes back because I don't want to take time. So this is the prompt I have given. I want your help to create desktop application which I want to give my business users. It should read three input files and generate two output Excel files. I'll provide example of these files. Input files I have given, and then output file I have given, right? And along with this, I want one more Excel output file which will show all the rows from input along with if that row is processed or not. Can you help to create a desktop application? So let's just ask it, and then let's see how it does. So this may take some time, so I'm going to, maybe this video will be skipped for a few minutes. So far it has taken 5 minutes or so. Still it is running, and I just observed that it is striking off whatever it has done, and then what is it doing now, and what are all the next steps. So I didn't observe until now. That is really good. So yeah, let's wait for like a minute or so. Yeah, now it is doing 4 of 4. So it has created. Let's see. Would it ask us to do anything? Because this will give Python script. It cannot create a desktop application, right? So, yeah, let's just go through the business logic here. Active employees plus payroll. Then, row is written in the submit payroll. Whereas terminated employees do not do anything. Employee not in employee file, not processed. Active but not in payroll input, not processed. So that is really impressive, though I didn't exclusively mention all those things. So, uh, how can I create a desktop application executable file so that I can share it with my business users? Okay, let's see. It will give some instructions. All we have to do is just run those instructions, and then you know we should be good to use it. Let's see. So most probably it will ask me to run some command prompts. Um, so let me open command prompt, which has spun up. It is just pure Python code. It is a bit lengthy. I'm not expert in Python code. It is like 600 rows. It has just spun up in last 5 to 6 minutes. Let's run this. It will take like 30 to 40 seconds. Yeah, I think it is done. So payroll input processor, right? If I run it, it should ask for few inputs. So let's open that and then process file. Yeah, processing completed. 6 rows processed, not processed are 2 rows out of all the 6 rows, right? Let's see. This is the file it has created. So it has given batch ID 3. So everything looks good. Hopefully these are the same file what I have given. And then I have asked it to create one more audit file, right? So let's see what it is. So it has, wow, it has given color coding also. though I've not exclusively asked it to. So it has processed and this is not processed, employees terminated. Clearly given the reason. Wow. Then it has given the count. So if it is small, it's easy to identify, but if it is like, three, 400, then this kind of summary would really help. And this kind of color coding also really helps. Wow, it is really on the fly itself it is created. So, man, uh, this is impressive at the same time scary. So, let's move on with our next topic. Can it browse content? So, I'm asking it to go through this, Workday Web Services community. This is the URL. So, this is the URL. I'm asking Claude, I'm about to ask Claude to do exactly that. Go through this. I'll ask in Chrome. Okay, it needs Chrome extension, all those things I'm not covering in this. It's just a, install Chrome extension of Claude and then sign in with the same account. And I'm going to put these two browsers side by side so that we can see. Yeah, it took some time. Yeah, now it is connected. Allow for this website. If we allow, then it is going to do something about it. So see here, Claude is doing something here. We can cancel it here. Immediately it stops. But um, let's give payroll. Yeah, it has clicked. It went to the payroll. Right. Let's wait it to be done. Now I'll ask it to. It is taking screenshot. It seems that's not needed for us. So that's it for the browser navigation and all these things. Maybe hopefully some people are already using to browse through Amazon or whatever and whatnot. So we'll stop here for this. So we can click this to stop. Then it just stops wherever it is. So now we have. I'll just recap what we did. We did three use cases. First use case is being read the studio and explain what it is. Then can it identify the issues and fix it? And can it create a Word document? Let's just say, any kind of Word document, technical or for functional people or business analyst or business users, that kind of things. It did it very well. And second use case was to create a desktop application, which I am really impressed and I think I'm going to use this feature either for my personal or for my work whenever they allow. The third use case is the browser navigation, though I most probably am not going to use anytime in future, just because of privacy reasons and all these things. So what is the conclusion? Where am I standing with this? Should I recommend or not? It's not for me to say recommend or not, but for me individually, I'm really impressed where we are with AI. Though AI came like 3 years back or so, but now Anthropic has changed everything, the landscape in so many ways, ability to access the files, so many things. So there are so many other videos in YouTube. You can go and verify. You can check. They are talking about the scheduling or that kind of so many other features, skills, directly posting into the LinkedIn or that kind of things. Though I've not tried and I'm not going to try anytime future because my main intention is to how to reduce the manual work what we generally do as a developers, right? So conclusion is that is it wonderful? Yes. Is it scary? Yes. Can we avoid? No. So we cannot avoid. Industry will adopt it, right? We cannot avoid. So we should go with the flow. We should either try to be ahead of the curve or maybe at least we should follow with the crowd, right? So not the lagger. So let's try to get familiarized and all these things, right? So I hope I hope this video was very helpful to you, right? Yeah, that's it from my side. See you in next video. Bye bye.